Hello, listeners. We are very glad to have you here with us today for a very special episode of our podcast. I know in the programming today on Highwire, you were supposed to have a group called the Murder Cats. Sadly, they could not make it in today, but instead we decided to give you some exposure to our podcast. And on today, we will have a very, very special guest with us. We're very excited to have her. It's a great honor, a privilege, a joy. So if you can come on the screen with us for our viewers on Facebook. Of course, we're on all the major platforms. You can hear us on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple, and whatever podcasts are listened to.
Hello.
Hello, Selma. Welcome, welcome. We're very excited to have you with us today. Selma is a very accomplished person. Of course, we always have very accomplished people here, but sometimes we lack out and have someone like Selma.
Oh, thank you so much. I love your compliments. And while we're at it, I love your hair today. It looks so shiny and like you're using all the products you were talking about in your last podcast.
Actually, yes, our sponsor today, it's too early, but I'll tell you about it later, is I use their hair products, and that means I never have to cut my own hair because it just naturally falls off once in a while and keeps in great shape.
Oh, perfect. Thank you, Mark. It's such an honor to be here as your
So,
podcast guest. I mean, I've been listening to podcasts for
I'll uh,
weeks
I'll
on
say I'll
end.
say a few things
It's
about you
an
because
honor.
it's not just an honor, it's a joy. I'm honestly just overjoyed with you being here. It makes me so happy to have you here with us today in our podcast.
Oh, thank you. Stop it.
And so you might be familiar with Selma's work because if you've visited some newer towns over in the Midwest, some of the planned communities over there. I'll leave it up to Selma to introduce particular ones, but uh, maybe I can mention a couple. You're not I don't want to make you like feel like you're putting you on the spot or I don't know which ones of your works you appreciate more. But if I think about Maple
Mhm,
and
mhm,
Sycamore, that's also a town you designed, and
mhm.
Golgotha was one of to me it's one of your more special projects. So Selma is you might have gathered from that she's an urban designer. She plans creates planned communities that are designed to maximize well-being in a way, and it might sound simple on paper, but most towns, most cities historically have just kind of emerged. And when there is a mind behind them, especially a great mind like Selma's, you can get new results and bring in new human flourishing. Of course, sometimes things don't necessarily go as planned, and I'm sure there's many adventures along the way and things to share. But let's start. We have 3 hours for this podcast. We like to do long form, to go really deep with our guests. Maybe we should start with your childhood, Selma.
Oh yes, my childhood was like every childhood of every city kid.
Mhm.
I grew up in Chicago, just surrounded by cement and let's call it urban deserts, because they're not just dry and hopeless,
Mm,
but they're really plant free. And what I learned there is
mm,
humanity is connected to the soil, is
mm.
connected to the plants, is connected to sunshine, life, death, the
Yeah.
circle of life, Hakuna Matata, and the recycling. It's a circle. It's a circle. And my circle started in Chicago, where I discovered there needs to be more.
And I don't, we like our guests to kind of open up their lives to our listeners in a way that they can't. If someone travels through Golgotha or Maple and or Sycamore, and they don't really feel necessarily the person behind it and what they had to go through in order to build these wonderful, wonderful communities. But your upbringing wasn't always simple, was it?
Oh my God. I mean, as always, and I do it also in my own podcast, Grow with Selma. Link in the bio, I guess.
Oh yes. So yeah.
Um, this is a trigger warning
Okay.
because I'm looking at you, audience.
Mm,
Life can be hard. You might grow up privileged, they call it, but your feelings are valid.
yeah.
My feelings are valid. Trauma happens. It's stored in the body, and you could be triggered.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah,
That's such an important message for listeners because people hold so much repressed traumas in their souls, in their bodies, in their psyches, and so few opportunities these days to really acknowledge that and open it
I
up. And
know. I want to take this moment to appreciate my personal soul companion, spirit animal, and companion pet who helps me through these hard times. So say hi to Leaf.
oh, is Leaf? I don't want to be offensive to Leaf in any way, but is Leaf your service animal? Your
Oh, I don't like the word service animal
okay.
because it sounds like I'm exploiting Leaf.
It's more of a collaboration.
It is, it is. I
Yeah.
mean, Leaf gives me love, and sometimes love in form of clawing or biting or jump scaring me when I come out of the toilet and
Yeah.
then Leaf sat on the
Mm.
high shelf and jumps down on me. But
That.
also with cuddles. And I give Leaf in exchange food and shelter and love and airtime
Mm. That's
because Leaf has a message, which is love each other.
mm. Oh, that's I mean, I felt something when you said that. It's just because love it's one of those things that's truly
Oh yeah.
missing in this world. There's so much hate and violence
It's horrible. It's
and
horrible.
horrible, really horrible, and more than that, just lack of caring, a lack of engagement, a disconnection, and that's part of where your work comes in, right? To
Yes,
really
it's
build those
connecting.
connections, to open
Oh,
up. Yeah, yeah.
open up. Yeah,
And if
yeah.
And I think, I mean, it's natural when you open up things like that, and you mentioned Leaf's violence towards you, which comes from a loving and caring place, which is,
Yes.
and that's it's just as humans, as creatures on this planet, we're
Preach.
not always given free rein to express our feelings,
Exactly.
our love, and so. When we do express it, it makes sense that there'll be some friction there, some violence, some pain, some hurt, and is that
That's
something?
part of the human experience.
Yeah, yeah. Is
I
it
gotta
really?
tell you, I'm right now working on a project
Mm,
which will blow your mind. Some people might say it's not revolutionary, but
mm,
I gotta tell you, audience,
mm. Yeah.
every time you do something like this, even if people tell you you're copy pasting, you are starting a revolution
Mm, mm. Speaking
because
of
you're doing something
revolution,
yourself.
yeah.
You're doing something yourself.
Speaking of revolutions and things you do yourself, this is a good spot for me to mention one of today's sponsor. And they're called Hair by Hair, and they're produce a line of handmade, meticulously crafted by artisans, really. Line of shampoos. They started with shampoos, but they've expanded to conditioners, facial creams, men grooming products. I wash my beard with their beard wash every day, and it's very good. And they just make such wonderful products made completely natural. And if you look at the comments below the link to Selma's podcast, you'll see a link to their website. And if you use my code George 2026, you will get a 25% discount on your first shipment from the subscription. And this is why I have this lovely hair that you see. And like I said at the beginning of the program, I don't even need to cut it because it's just as a side effect or an extra benefit of their products. Occasionally, I just lose swaths of my hair and it just maintains itself in this perfect form. Yeah.
It's so beautiful. It's a circle of life all over
Yeah.
again, but in your hair.
Yeah.
So tangible, so you.
Now, you were telling me about you actually seemed quite emotional when you shared that last bit there. And when you look at transformation,
To show you something. If
yeah,
you, I, I'm not always that daring, but you brought emotions up in me.
yeah.
Can I dare?
Is it your book? Because I was going to get to your book. I was going to show it to
Oh
because
my God, you have my book.
yeah, I do. So
Ah,
this is Upside Downside and All Around by Selma McCormick, our distinguished guest. It recently came out. It's a wonderful book, a slim volume, but it holds so much inside it. That talks about shares not only some of her stories in how she got to where she got in the urban planning community and the philosophy behind it, as well as opening up some of the personal trauma that leads a person to try to fix the world in this fashion. And it's a touching story, an inspiring story, and there is a link in the show notes below. And if you order the book in the next 7 days, you can get 25% off a copy. There are also a few signed copies that Selma signed just for listeners of this program.
yeah.
Wonderful.
Thank you. But actually, I was working on my second book
Ah,
because, I'm now opting out of capitalism.
hmm.
I'm gonna show you my book. It's an exclusive first look.
Oh.
So,
While Selma is fetching her book, this might be a good time to mention another one of our sponsors for today's program. The Desi and Co. customized cakes produces cakes that are tailored to your taste. You go through a process of choosing particular options that you like, nutritional restrictions, of course, colors, and more importantly, the feelings that you want in your cake because they provide cakes that help us address some of those pent-up emotions. I personally end every meal with one of their cakes. They're wonderful products, and you can find a link in the show notes below. And if you use my code, George 2026, it's the same code. I just want to make it easier for you all. Then you can get a 40% discount on your first shipping and 10% off your next 3 months.
I'm gonna do something very unprofessional right now
Oh, oh,
because I need you to see
yeah,
this.
yeah. Oh, can you?
Well, this is my second book.
It's
Do you see it?
it's a
Do you
very
see it?
interesting design. Yeah.
I know.
You,
Oh, wait 1 second.
I don't
Do you
want to
want to
make
see a page of it in detail?
right.
Yeah.
That's
It's all natural, written on cherry blossoms. Yes,
and they.
I know. I
I
know.
mean, I'm assuming
Revolutionary.
those are. I can't really smell them through the camera. Those are real cherry blossoms. I assume.
Yes.
So the
I
book,
genetically modified them
hmm,
to write down my book, The Second Circle.
the second circle.
I will read an excerpt of it
Sure.
if you
Yes.
want to.
First time here for you, our listeners. Yeah. Mm.
Whoop. The second circle is a circle you have to enter when you discover you're done with this world. And you, one second, next page.
Yeah,
You have the choice to do it differently. Deep, isn't it?
that's
I'm almost crying.
yeah.
Just
I'm it's okay. You can if you this is if you want to if you if you want to cry in a program that's
that's what I love about your podcast. You're so
people
honest, idiot.
because people they don't really get a chance to cry openly, and I think I've received I'm sorry. I've received comments from some of our listeners that they regularly cry when they listen to my podcast, and that makes me it makes me happy. It makes me sad. It makes me just feel just feel yeah yeah. Take a moment.
This is so overwhelming, but also so freeing.
Uh, uh, this is a good
Okay.
chance for me to mention another one of our sponsors. They sometimes when we feel sad in life or we have other feelings and we don't want to have feelings, it's a good idea to distract ourselves. And what better way to distract ourselves than to stare at a screen? Most of the streaming services you have these days offer programming that's pre-written or reality shows heavily edited, but not our sponsor. Our sponsor, Zigzag Communications, offers streaming of shapes moving in space with different colors and lighting and just uh, it's it can be melodious at times, but noises playing in the background. And Zigzag Communications finds that this has an almost meditative effect on people. You get immersed in it. It's almost hypnotic. I like to watch it every day after I eat after dinner after I eat my cake, and it's wonderful. It's just you're staring at the screen, but you're really you're inhabiting the moment. So Zigzag Communications, if you follow the link in the comments below, you get the first month free, and you get a 10% discount for the next year when you purchase a whole year of subscription. It's transformative. Anyway, you were crying, Selma. Yes, let's get back to you.
Yeah. Um, I think it helped. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't feel as exhausted and emotionally drained by crying on camera anymore. And I'm also very glad for your distraction because this sweater is knitted out of Leaf's hair, and I'm very happy that I didn't stain it with my tears. Because that's step number 2 after opting out is become self-reliant. Like this, it looks like jeans.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
vegan leather
hmm.
stained to look like jeans.
Now, when you say opting out, you mean
That's how I design my life, and the cities I design is make them reliant on people and nature.
connecting by disconnecting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You get it.
Yeah.
It's like that one time he did a podcast about getting closer to yourself by distracting yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes you need to get far away in order to get close. Yeah.
Exactly. And you are gonna connect to nature and other humans, like humanity as
Yeah.
a society, better if you opt out.
Exactly. You get out of something in order to really truly go in it. Yeah.
Preach!
Now, if you had to choose one, what's your proudest project?
It might sound embarrassing.
Mm.
It might sound
You
embarrassing,
can, yeah.
but it's teaching Leaf to give
Really
me a paw.
more than any of your communities.
Yes, because I got to learn how precious the small moments in life are. And as much as I appreciate that people from Maple and Sycamore
mm,
and
mm,
Golgotha are
mm,
having a yearly celebration of their accomplishments based on my urban planning, where I have to stand there and speak in front of
mm, mm,
thousands and hundreds of thousands of people and dig a hole in a community garden so that another tree is getting planted. As
mm.
much as I adore this, this puts me so much into the center of stuff. I'm opting out of being a celebrity. I'm enjoying the small things in life now, like Leaf,
Like,
listening
mm,
for once
mm. The feeling
to
of it
it.
counts. You can cry. It's okay to cry here. Yeah, yeah. Mm.
I'm so sorry. I wasn't prepared for this. I mean, I've done this podcast,
Yeah,
like this topic so much, but
yeah.
you bring out something
I'd say we
like
can.
no one else could.
Um, oh, really? That's 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 just so. I'm sorry. No. I'm not sorry. I'm owning this. This is not a place where you apologize for your emotions. That I just got to take a moment because
Maybe this is a good time to talk about your next sponsor.
if I could, so
Like
our
it's organic tissues.
yeah. So our next sponsor. Oh, sorry. I've
I'm gonna pick this up for you because we are
I'm
a community. We
going
are
to.
like-minded spirits,
So our
and
next sponsor. Yeah.
every one of us needs tissues. And
Actually,
that's yes, you have one of the tissues.
one of the tissues here. They're an Hexagoras tissue company. They produce their own tissues. Now these tissues they might look like regular tissues, but they are produced from remains of human skin. Now I'm not talking about deceased bodies. This is through
Yeah,
donations of people who keep a very healthy lifestyle, and those skin flakes are then processed into the softest, most sumptuous tissue that you could ever have. And honestly, when you wipe away your tears, if you're feeling sad, and there's no reason to feel sad just because you're crying, that you feel joy. You just all those emotions of all those people whose skins went into the product, they are there. Yeah. Of course, there's a link in the comment with an affiliate link with discount. Yeah. Anyway,
I did some. I got some of those tissues custom made
okay.
by my grandma's skin after she died.
Oh,
I feel so connected to her now.
so that's wonderful.
It's great. It's great.
Now, we could sit here for hours talking, but I think you mentioned Leaf and the influence they've had on your life. Is there? I guess I should ask Leaf that, but would you want to show us how you reach a power, you touch a power, and then if you want, of course, we can cry about it as well.
I'm not sure if Lee feels like it right now, but
We
I
should
can try.
because
I
he's
can
a
try.
he's a collaborator animal, and so we need to. Oh,
Okay.
such a wise, gentle soul. I can see it in their eyes, even though they're closed.
Paw, Leaf. Paw. Paw, Leaf. Paw.
Oh,
Okay. Um, as you see, Leaf is right now in loaf mode, and a loaf shall not be
yeah,
distracted.
no,
I'm not taking it personally at all.
no,
I'm not taking it personal.
no.
It's Leaf is their own soul and doesn't obey to me. Leaf is not a service cat. Leaf
No.
is my soul companion.
Yeah, the partnership. Well, Selma, I'd like to thank you so much for being with us today again. Selma's first book, Up, Down, and All Around, is available for purchase right now, and her
My
Next
second
book.
book.
Your second book.
Second circle, you can buy a biologically, genetically altered tree
Mm-mm,
under my website, Selma Gardening
mm-mm.
urban.com. Just put it in a shopping cart and I come personally and plant the tree.
We'll
So
put it
next year
there.
you can read the book.
We'll put a link in the show notes as well. And
Thank you.
Sama, it's been such an honor and a pleasure and a joy. And I I feel you. I feel the connection you bring to the world, the feeling, the I feel your paw, so to speak.
Oh,
Your paw touching mine.
oh my
And,
God. Mark, I
and
mean, I know you like to be called George because that's your second first name,
yeah, it's my second first name.
but you allowed me earlier before we came onto this podcast to call you Mark, and I appreciate that so
Mhm.
much. Thank you. It was an honor.
Mm.
I shed tears that I will later wipe away with my grandma's skin.
Mm.
Thank you.
Yeah. Uh, I mean, sometimes you just need to let the moment be and not say anything. And of course, it's a podcast, so that might come across weird for people. But so I want to thank you all, our listeners, the people watching us on YouTube, the people listening to us on all the various platforms. Without you and without our sponsors, of course, this show would not exist. Now, if you're watching this on YouTube, or please like, subscribe, follow, leave a comment for the algorithm. And we really hope that you get to hear from us again. Now, don't leave, dear listeners, because our companion radio play podcast is coming on right after us. They are presenting you today with a little bit of family drama. We could all use some family drama, right? And I wish you all an amazing, wonderful, ecstatic day where you too get to cry and eat cake and wash your hair and do all the things, because that's whether you're in one of Selma McCormick's towns or just in one of those heartless old school places that nobody designed intentionally for humans, soulless and devouring of humanity, then remember that you still are. Right after us, our companion podcast presenting you with a fresh family drama. Thank you all for being here for George's hallucinations. And thank you most of all, Selma, for being our cherished, honored guest today. I don't know. Whenever I go over to visit him, I just, there's something about it that makes me feel weird. It's uncomfortable.
I think you might finally be catching on to the bad vibes I was catching already 2 weeks ago.
Look, I know he's our uncle. I know he's had a rough life, but it's just, why is that our problem in any way, you know?
Might I remind you, Latish, that
I
this
love it
is a
when you call me
family.
that.
Well, Latish, don't flatter yourselves because I'm not gonna drop the T on you. And the T is our uncle Otto is our responsibility because we invited him to live with us, to take care of our parents together with us. Latish.
Okay, I mean, I can't be angry and bitter and slightly icked.
I know it's so
Yeah.
icky to own up to consequences. Um,
Yeah.
but Latish, We gotta. He insulted your boyfriend.
Well, yeah,
He insulted your boyfriend at family dinner.
he did. And that's just insulting to me. Look, why don't it just this time maybe can you just have dinner with him and I can stay this one out and
Oh,
I,
oh, the backstabbing. I feel it in my back. Oh, oh,
oh,
oh.
you are so melodramatic. Look, I
Oh.
I just sometimes need to take care of my own well-being and frankly Josiah and I it's just we miss each other and I feel like it's for his sake I think I should spend the evening with him and just leave you here.
I am so over you putting up boundaries.
What's the
You
boundary?
know, family doesn't respect boundaries. And now you want me to deal with Uncle Otto?
Look,
Oh.
Uncle, okay, let's. I mean, you do this for me. Just give me this one evening off, and I'll do the same for you next week. Okay?
Oh. Are
I'll
you
get,
saying this is a deal?
I'll get really trashed. Yes, yes. For my own mental well-being, for Josiah, I just need this evening for myself, for ourselves, and then I'll.
Okay, I'm gonna do it, but I not just want you to do the same for me next week. I want you to spill the tea about your and Josiah's relationship, like one on one, minute to minute. I want to hear it all because you're holding back so much.
I'm.
Deal?
You mean like
Deal.
okay, okay.
Mm.
Uh, 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 uh,
Do you want more steak, Uncle Otto?
uh, uh, so I'm just having a moment because I think it's just it's been a rough time, I yes, I'd like some steak. And so you asked me a question, and I think this is thank you. Thank you.
Should I cut it for you, Uncle Otto?
Uh, yes, yes, please. My it's just since the accident, my fine motor skills are not what they used to be, and I uh thank you. Thank you. You're such a
Okay,
you're such
Data.
you're such a nice young woman. It is because my shoulder, it's just could you if you wouldn't mind, just of course if you I don't want to be a burden. I feel like I'm a burden. I'm a burden, aren't I? I'm a burden. I'm burdening you right now. Uh,
I can massage your shoulders if you want to, Uncle Otto. One
thank you.
second.
Just while I eat my steak, because it helps me do the fine motor. Uh, you know what? Here I am, like just complaining about my lot in life, but you have your own life. You have your own life. Oh, that feels good. Oh, thank you. Uh, uh, so,
Like here, this spot.
oh, yeah, that's it, that's it. So how, oh, okay, yes. How's oh God, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm a little sweaty, by the way. It's just, the
Yeah.
dryness, the seasonal change, and that with the injury, it just makes me sometimes sweat profusely. I'm so grateful to you and your parents. How? Oh yeah. So tell me, tell me, Maya. Tell me, how's
Okay.
how's school? Just a little more, if you wouldn't mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um. Just while I eat the steak, because just the motion of the just oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's good. So how's school? I know you have some big hopes and dreams you wanna. Uh.
Yeah, actually, that's what I wanted to talk with you
Yeah.
about.
Okay.
Because I
Mm.
need to be at school like every day
Ah,
from 9 to 3,
yeah.
ideally to 5, but
Uh,
yeah,
uh,
that's why we also asked you to move in with us if you could help out so I could visit
help
more
out.
of my seminars, you know.
Help out. How would I help out? It's just with the injury, and what would you like me to do with the? Yeah.
There's tasks you can also do with an injury. Like
Oh. Mhm. Uh,
spending time with mom and dad after the accident. They're a little
uh,
bedridden.
I mean, Bill's been so kind to me. It's just that, like you said, bedridden, and just it's hard for me to see that in my condition. And I love him. I mean, I love him like a brother because he is my brother. And I just, oh yeah,
I
that's
mean,
just a little harder.
uh,
Oh, oh,
okay. Whew.
oh.
Okay. It's okay.
It's just, I mean, can't they just get one of those robots that drives things to your room and you can.
We talked about this, Uncle Otto. We don't have the money.
You know, I just want to say, I'm not changing the subject or anything, but you're really, sometimes, because I don't have children of my own because, well, somehow no relationship really worked out for me ever. And I guess it's just what God wanted. But sometimes I feel like you and Letitia that you're my daughter. Sometimes I feel that way. Yeah, I
So you're
love,
not gonna help us out more.
I want to, I, I really want to, but I just, it's because of the injury and just the pollen allergy right now that makes things harder. And just from an emotional perspective, I asked ChatGPT and it told me it's not healthy for me about to be around people who are incapacitated. So as long as they're in their room, yeah,
Uncle Otto, do you
yeah.
want to have another steak?
Um, I think I'm good, but I just
No, I think you want to really try this one because
uh
I've made a special steak.
okay.
And I made this because I was thinking about something
Oh,
Letitia
I'm sorry.
told me,
Yeah.
which is that sometimes you need to set boundaries for yourself because you want to be the best version of whatever you could be. And I'm gonna cut it also for you, Uncle Otto.
Where is Letitia, by the way?
Oh,
I got so used to
she's
is
busy.
is she with that horrible guy again? That no good trust
Maybe she
Miko
is.
baby.
Maybe she is, and maybe you should eat the hatred you
'Cause,
feel for him
she
with
really
this steak.
she really I mean she's okay. I mean she just shouldn't be with that guy. He's not good enough for her. And I just know they're not good for I
How about you take the first bite, Uncle Otto?
okay. Oh, that's quite that has a pretty strong flavor. Uh,
No, it's just the way you like it.
um,
Spicy and intense
a little sour.
and made with love.
A little sour. You
Just
said
take another bite. It will grow on you the
you
more you
said made
eat.
with love. You said made with love. You said I I,
Absolutely.
I love you.
Because we're family. You're
I,
basically my father, Uncle Otto.
I'm your father. Oh, that's a little bit of an aftertaste, but you made it just for me. I'm touched. I really want to help. I really want to help you guys because I love you, and Bill is he's a brother to me, and
I know. You
and
and
Mom,
Bill, you're so alike. My dad and you're basically the same. You also like the same kind of food. Here,
it's
Uncle
just
Otto,
too
take more.
it's just too bad that there's such a bad. Oh, I think that's good. I think I'm going to just lie down for a bit if that's.
Of course, after the last bite, Uncle Otto. Ah, well, that went well.
I kind of feel like I owe you because he is so much more manageable now. Just staying in his room.
No. He's also kind of sometimes when we wheelchair him in a good
Yeah.
company for our parents.
He-
And you know what? You were my inspiration. Again,
I didn't admit to anything. Let's remember that.
I also didn't say anything. I'm
No.
just saying, even though you're my younger sister, you're taking the initiative and you're best. And I grew with you and I will continue growing with you.
Oh my God. Thank you. I mean, I feel like I might be a little older than you are, but I still learn from you as well. And this is, I can't say it's the family I've always wanted, but
Oh,
my
girl.
mom and dad
Oh,
are so peaceful,
oh.
and now Uncle Otto as well. And he's just, sometimes when I pass by his room to check that he's still breathing, and I open the door just a crack to look at him because I can't really stand the smell, but I look and he looks so peaceful. For a moment I forget why I hate him.
It's what they always wanted to have a peaceful life.
Yeah, in a way we made their dreams come true, and now
Now it's
I
time that
guess
we make our dreams come true.
it's our time.
Latish, it's our time. It's our time.
Oh, come here.
Oh, come here. Oh, ah. So how's Josiah?
He's he's good, he's got a new job.
Mm.
It's I mean it's in his father's fund, but he's being groomed to take over someday, and the pay is good, not that he needs it, but and
Never hurts.
it's a lot of responsibility just managing other people's money, and I'm so proud of him for everything he's accomplished in his life. Um, he's he brought up the he brought up the prenup again.
Oh,
I I told him I find that very hurtful that he would think in those terms because we're going to be together forever and we're going to be in love. So we're still working through that, but generally, I mean, I can't complain.
Ah, I just had a little new seminar at university
Mm.
talking about interesting formulas and the mind. And if you want to, I could talk to Josiah a little.
Oh, just like things that might make people more amenable to see sense.
I'm not confessing to anything.
Yeah, no, of course. Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Mm, our lives are going to be great.
he's always had a special corner in his heart for you, Josiah. So
I'll make this work.
maybe we could have a steak dinner.
Great idea.
And that's a show, everybody, a podcast. Uh,
The podcast.
yeah, podcast. Thank you for being with us today, and thank you, Highwire, for having us on for several years now. In fact, we love to try some new stuff with you all. And we didn't really introduce ourselves to begin with, so
It's true.
let's all two of us. So the cat with the white background and the blue curtain behind them. Yeah, you
I'm Babette. I'm from Amsterdam. The sun is going down right now. And
like
the other cat, or
temporarily.
up and down,
Who knows these days?
like, look,
That's
it's
unfortunate.
getting dark outside.
Yeah,
Da-da-da.
I don't like it when it does that. My sun is very much up in the sky. My name is Aner, and I'm around Washington, D.C., where spring is finally hitting us hard, but nice. Everything is bright and colorful and so on. Um, yeah, so if you happen to see this and you have some other podcast topics, because we'll go through this in our next two shows and Highwire as well, feel free to share them with us. Highwire Pod
We're
is still
gonna
growing.
post some things. Yeah.
There's an affiliate link below, by the way. No, actually, there isn't. So yeah, thank you, Highwire. And Highwire has a ton of shows and workshops, and they have their theater up and running where there's jams and shows and classes all the time and out of town guests and so on. So check that out, and you'll find something for your liking. And we will see
And I
you
think the
next.
next show is also coming up soon. So,
Oh yeah, there's another show today. That's true. So we have Somerset coming up.
and have fun
Somerset.
with that.
Somerset coming up in
Yeah.
just 10 minutes or so. So stick around for that. Thank you, Highwire.
And bye-bye.